Heading to Kenya, tourist sites are dependent on local tourism to recover from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Like many other sectors, the tourism industry was adversely affected due to the restricted movements meant to avoid further spreading of the virus. However, some operators opted to use other avenues to generate income that could support their operations. More details in this report.
The Ol Pejeta Conservancy, one of the leading tourist destinations in Africa. It's also home to some endangered species, including the northern and southern white rhinos. Here, things are picking up slowly, but normalcy is yet to be achieved. Most visitors come from European countries, some of which are experiencing a second wave of coronavirus infections.
From where we are, things have become very difficult. It's all about surviving. We haven't been able to go back to our usual operations.
The fact that we are an integrated model, we embrace the use of various practices and land use plans that help us generate revenue from a number of diverse sources, has helped us survive, has been a major bridging between the downturn in tourism business.
Few tourists can be seen here. This unusual scenario, which is also evident in other parks and sanctuaries, is bad news for the economy. It has also led to an increase in poaching. However, more locals are visiting such attractions more often.
Let Africa work more towards local tourism, because in this COVID period we realized that we were so reliant on international tourists that I feel we can really do wonders with local tourism.
The Kenyan government believes the dream of making Africa a single tourist hub is still achievable, and that it will help the continent become more self-reliant in tourism.
Africa needs to appreciate that there is already a market of almost 1 billion people in the continent that they can come and travel within each other. So we need to work on the logistics of making it happen. One, we need to open our borders to Africans. So in terms of visas and accessibility to the country. We need to open up our airspace to airlines across Africa, and that's going to work.
At the moment, though, most industry stakeholders are focused on the more immediate task of surviving the aftermath of the coronavirus pandemic. Many African countries are depending on local tourism at the moment before things get back to normal. Other European countries have gone back to lockdown to control the spread of the virus, but in many African states, this is the situation. Things are not actually back to factory settings, hoping that soon most of these governments will reduce the entry fees to such parks, like here